Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. We back, Big City. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV. That's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap? No cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screen. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Nah, hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SBD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Yeah, let's get it poppin'. James 4th, I'm back. We back, Big City. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve. Boy, it's James IV. That's Roman numeral 4 off the top with the intro. What up, K-Sap? No cap, that's the big bro. You know the ladies hold it down for the team. We be the hottest on this YouTube screen. We got sports, media, news, that round table talk. Them other parts ain't got the same sauce. Hit us in the chat, but no haters allowed. Send you to the block party, what you gotta say now? We on live, hit us up and subscribe. If you like it to share, show love instead of staring. Man behind the mic, numbers don't lie. Send me a super chat to all that may apply. Ain't no party like an SBD party. Let's get the show started, pull up, everybody. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. Let's get it poppin', man, I'm simply ball dropping. You must love us cause you can't stop watching. You must love us cause you can't stop watching.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Yes. You know who it is. It's your favorite host, the man behind the mic of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, K-Sap. What's going on this evening on this Tuesday? I just wanted to come on live real quick, man. It's very interesting thing that I saw today on ESPN First Take, man. Candace Parker graced the presence of ESPN First Take, and she spoke nothing but facts. I see everybody that's coming in the chat. Do me a favor. Once you come in the stream, do me a favor, man. Please drop a like on the video. Please drop a like on the video. I see you. Apalaka 305. I see you, Anthony Green, ADP, Art Creation, Political Little. I see y'all in the building, man. I'm gonna give the live a chance to catch up to some people. Probably enjoying their evening, ain't worried about what's going on these YouTube streets. But I just wanted to come to y'all. What's up, Van? I see you in the building. Yeah, once y'all come in, man, make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Just wanted to come in here real quick, man, talk about Candace Parker. One of the mainstays, one of the four sisters of the WNBA, one of the Hall of Fame players. You know what Candace Parker brought to the table when she was in the WNBA. know what she did at Tennessee under Pat Summitt. She's well known. You know, she's won a championship with Chicago. She's well known in these parts of the street. Yeah, so yeah, we got to give kudos to Candace Parker, man, for speaking up for the WNBA in its entirety and in a whole, where she went on ESPN First Take today and had a conversation with Stephen A. Smith and Molly Karam, and I think she answered all the questions correctly. So yeah, that's shout out to Candace Parker, but we'll give a chance for the live to catch up to some people, to get some people in here before we start it. We're gonna give it another, I'm gonna share it out. We're gonna give it another about a minute and then we'll get going. What's up, Chicago Cheetah? I see everybody starting to filter in. I see my moderators starting to come in the building. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share it out. What's up, Jackie? I see everybody coming in. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Our moderators do an awesome job. So, man, y'all give a shout out to all my awesome moderators. They always be on point, man, keeping the chat popping, keeping everything well under wraps. So I'm gonna give my moderators a round of applause. Yeah, so we appreciate all the moderators, man. Are doing big things in the chat. But I see you, Ricky Cook. Yeah, the moderators do an awesome job, y'all. The moderators is one that keeps the chat, you know, well respected. They see any nonsense, they will get you up out of here. I mean, this is a safe space for people to come in and voice their opinions, basketball opinions, not no racist opinions, but basketball opinions. Yeah. But y'all see the title of the show, man. Candace Parker said, man, promote the league, man. She said a lot of interesting things on ESPN First Take today. And it was kind of interesting on what she was saying, and everything makes sense. And we'll get off into that. But yeah, when y'all come in the building, man, do me a favor, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share it out, man. Appreciate all the comments in the comments section. But yeah, Candace Parker, she went on, I see you, Mary Canner. Appreciate this. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, she went on ESPN First Take, man, and she said some things, man. So let's take a listen to some of the things that Molly Karam asked Candace Parker, and then what Stephen A. asked her. Let's take a listen.
From that, as far as the WNBA, what do you want to see, like this next iteration? Where would you like to see the game go? Where would you like to see the league go? Because I know you talked about people focusing on like everything except the game, which can still tend to happen, you know, with storylines and characters, players in the W.
You know, I think the WNBA is so dynamic in its growth right now, in its reach. And I do want to commend, you know, the network of ESPN and ABC for the visibility of the WNBA. I mean, you look at where it started, honestly, you think about, you know, ESPN was the home of the NCAA tournament for years. Mm-hmm. The first time it was on ABC, I mean, it shattered numbers, record numbers. So really, it's just about the visibility, and it's about putting it on television, and it's about knowing the players and establishing the rivalries and being able to have the merchandise. And so I think that it's so exciting for me to see that in the W. And I think that we can still continue to grow, but can't go head to head with NFL every week. You can't go head to head with NBA playoffs. And so it's been nice to see that it's accessible. I think now with more games being carried and being able to be available to viewers, you're going to continue to see that growth.
When we look at the WNBA, whether we've speculated about resentment or whatever it is, ultimately it comes down to the fact that there were an abundance of women in the WNBA doing tremendous work on behalf of the WNBA and the game of basketball. And you just sense that folks were feeling an absence of appreciation for what they had done and what their collective contribution was to bring the WNBA to where it is now and where it evidently is going. Can you speak to that collective frustration that some may have been feeling, and whether or not you think it's something that's being overcome as you all thrive and move forward and continue to promote and uplift this league?
You know, it's so crazy to me because I'm asked so many times if I'm, you know, resentful in any type of way for where the WNBA is right now. My job was to leave the game better than I came into it. You think Cheryl Miller is resentful for me that I had a league to play in? No, she's being the mentor that she is, and she's supporting and loving and sitting courtside cheering on Juju Watkins. And I'm doing the same for Caitlin Clark and all the women in the WNBA. You know, I think that rivalry is super important. I think conversation is super important. You know, I tuned in when Kevin Durant went back and played Russell Westbrook and they bumped shoulders and everybody was tuned in. But I want to keep it within the lines of the game. And I think that's what's the most important. Now everybody has a Twitter finger. Everybody can have reach to, you know, the WNBA and make comments. But really the key is let's keep it about basketball. That's my thing. And when we do that, then we're able to really grow the game and what it represents. There are some talented players that have been in this league.
Thank you.
But now, because of visibility, listen, I still know the Dominique Wilkins. I still know, you know, all of those players, the Dr. J's and all that stuff. I don't think they're not salty that MJ came along and grew the game. I mean, that's what it is. And so I think that the WNBA as a whole is in an amazing place. Now it's about business to me. It's about taking care of business and making sure. I would like to see, and I'll say this in the CBA, I would like to see more roster spots because we can't have 11 or 12 women on a team. You got to, you know, lean into the player growth and, you know, player development.
Absolutely.
Now, you heard what Candace Parker had to say. See, Stephen A. Smith tried to put her in the trick bag, but she did not allow him to do that. And I think Political Little, she picked up on that. Stephen A. Smith, a lot of nonsense with Stephen A. Smith because he started off his soliloquy. He said a lot of resentment. What are you referring to, Stephen A? What was the resentment? What was the resentment that you was referring to? What was the resentment that you was referring to? Because Candace Parker answered that so eloquently that she did not even bite into your narrative. Like you heard what she said at the end. Is anybody salty that MJ came into the NBA and grew the league? See, Steve, this is the stuff that the media try to do. See, that's why we have all these narratives out there. And sometimes it comes from the mainstream media. Like, why, Steve, what was Stephen A's point of him saying the resentment? See, Candace Parker shut that down quick, fast, in a hurry. Exactly. Thank you, Political. That's exactly what I got out of it. He was trying to say that the black women were jealous of Caitlin Clark, pushing some BS. Exactly. I'm glad that you picked up on that. And we're just going to keep it a buck. That's what Stephen A. Smith was alluding to. There was no way that he should have started off his soliloquy about the resentment. What resentment are you talking about? See, that's the stuff that we gotta deal with people pushing these narratives, man. And Candace Parker was spot on in what she said. It ain't just about one person. She is promoting each athlete. She's pulling up to these games. She's cheering these people on. And see, this is what happens with mainstream media. They try to push the narrative, and Stephen A. Smith thought he was slick. And I think Candace Parker, before she got on the show, she knew something like this was going to happen. And she answered that so eloquently, man. And she just didn't let Stephen A. go there. She gave the correct response to what Stephen A. Smith asked her. But I don't like the fact how Stephen A. Smith started out the resentment. See, this is how these narratives get created. The resentment and Political, you spot on. And that's the same thing I got out of it, that he was trying to say black women are jealous of Caitlin Clark. We got to stop that. And I'm glad that Candace Parker put the WNBA on blast about promoting these players. Hey, Paige, what's up, sis? About promoting these players and promoting everybody and keeping it about basketball. That's one thing she made emphasis about. Keep it about basketball. See, this is the problem that I have, and this is where things have gotten too far. Things are outside of basketball now. They never want to keep it basketball-like. Everything has to go outside of basketball. And she said she likes the rivalry. She said she went back to OKC when Kevin Durant went back there and Russell Westbrook. They had that little bump. So, you know, Stephen A. Smith tried to spin that narrative, and I think Candace Parker, she handled that gracefully, man. Yeah, kudos to Candace, man. And that goes to show, man, that we can push this game forward if we keep it about basketball and we start promoting all the females that are in the league. And I'm glad that she made reference to more roster spots, because she knows there's a lot of talent in the league. There's a lot of people in the league that we don't even talk about. I did a video today about Nafisha Collier on the tear that she's having these first 7 games. Well, actually 6, because she missed one. But she's the MVP front runner to me. And, you know, her numbers speak for herself. And then you got Asia Wilson and Alicia Gray. And then I don't like how the article threw Caitlin Clark's name in there, because of the fact that talking about since Caitlin Clark is down, Nafisha Collier is the front runner for the MVP. Caitlin Clark, with the games that she played, they wasn't MVP worthy type games. So let's stop pushing this BS and stop pushing these narratives. And I'm glad that Candace Parker went on. Candace Parker is a very intelligent young lady. She's written a book, and she has high IQ about basketball. And she was talking about the people that came before her. There's no resentment to nobody. And I just see the fact that she made a great point. It was like nobody had resentment when Michael Jordan came into the NBA and grew the game. That's the things that we got to stop. So I don't know if y'all heard what Candace Parker said. I know people are just now late coming in. They probably didn't get the notification, but that's how YouTube does. Sometimes you don't get the notification when somebody goes live. Yeah, I saw it. And that's the thing about it. YouTube will not send out the notifications every time somebody goes live, so people come in here late. But for the people that heard what Candace Parker said, when Stephen A. Smith said the resentment, for the people that just now came in the chat, let me play the interview over again with Candace Parker on ESPN First Take. Take a listen.
From that, as far as the WNBA, what do you want to see like this next iteration? Where would you like to see the game go? Where would you like to see the league go? Because I know you talked about people focusing on like everything except the game, which can still tend to happen, you know, with storylines and characters, players in the W.
You know, I think the WNBA is so dynamic in its growth right now, and its reach. And I do want to commend, you know, the network of ESPN and ABC for the visibility of the WNBA. I mean, you look at where it started, honestly, you think about, you know, ESPN was the home of the NCAA tournament for years. Mm-hmm. The first time it was on ABC, I mean, it shattered numbers, record numbers. So really, it's just about the visibility, and it's about putting it on television, and it's about knowing the players and establishing the rivalries and being able to have the merchandise. And so I think that it's so exciting for me to see that in the W. And I think that we can still continue to grow, but can't go head to head with NFL every week. You can't go head to head with NBA playoffs. And so it's been nice to see that it's accessible. I think now with more games being carried and being able to be available to viewers, you're going to continue to see that growth.
when we look at the WNBA, whether we've speculated about resentment or whatever it is, ultimately it comes down to there were an abundance of women in the WNBA doing tremendous work on behalf of the WNBA and the game of basketball. And you just sense that folks were feeling an absence of appreciation for what they had done and what their collective contribution was to bring the WNBA to where it is now and where it evidently is going. Can you speak to that collective frustration that some may have been feeling? And whether or not you think it's something that's being overcome as you all thrive and move forward and continue to promote and uplift this league?
You know, it's so crazy to me because I'm asked so many times if I'm resentful in any type of way for where the WNBA is right now. My job was to leave the game better than I came into it. You think Cheryl Miller is resentful for me that I had a league to play in? No, she's being the mentor that she is, and she's supporting and loving and sitting courtside cheering on Juju Watkins. And I'm doing the same for Caitlin Clark and all the women in the WNBA. You know, I think that rivalry is super important. I think conversation is super important. You know, I tuned in when Kevin Durant went back and played Russell Westbrook and they bumped shoulders and everybody was tuned in. But I want to keep it within the lines of the game. And I think that's what's the most important. Now everybody has a Twitter finger. Everybody can have reach to, the WNBA and make comments. But really the key is let's keep it about basketball. That's my thing. And when we do that, then we're able to grow the game and what it represents. There are some talented players that have been in this league. But now, because of visibility, listen, I still know the Dominique Wilkins. I still know, all of those players, the Dr. J's and all that stuff. I don't think they're not salty that MJ came along and grew the game. I mean, that's what it is. And so I think that the WNBA as a whole is in an amazing place. Now it's about business to me. It's about taking care of business and making sure. I would like to see, and I'll say this in the CBA, I would like to see more roster spots because we can't have 11 or 12 women on a team. You got to, lean into the player growth and player development.
Man, Candace Parker, man, she hit that right on the head, man. And see, for the people that just now joined in, Stephen A. Smith tried to get her, but she responded perfectly by saying, resentment? Well, why are you using the word resentment? That's the thing that I don't get. And see, she made a great point by saying the likes of Lisa Leslie and these people pulling up in these college games, supporting these up and coming, WNBA talents and supporting everybody. And see, this is what the media and the YouTube media content creators will do. They'll go on record and say that nobody is showing up supporting these women. See, when it comes down to Caitlin Clark, it's different. Everybody's supporting Caitlin Clark. Nobody's watching the WNBA because Caitlin Clark is injured. That is nonsense. Candace Parker just put that flame out because she said the likes of these veteran and these Hall of Fame WNBA players that are the four sisters of the WNBA, they're supporting everybody. They're not trying to push no narratives. They're supporting everybody to grow the game. They're pulling up on these people. They're pulling up at these college games, cheering on these people. You heard what she said. Lisa Leslie has pulled up to USC. Cheryl Miller, her alma mater, she has watched Juju Watkins. These are the mainstays and the four sisters of the WNBA and women's basketball pulling up, supporting these people. And yeah, that's what I'm saying, T. Carmella. That's why I'm using Candace Parker's interview today as a great example of supporting everybody, not just one player. She supports Caitlin Clark and everybody else. But what I'm focused on here is what Stephen A. tried to get her to do and try to answer, but she answered it gracefully about the resentment. What resentment is Stephen A. Smith referring to? She didn't fall victim to that. She was saying that everybody supports everybody. You got to have some type of rivalry, but keep it in reference to the game of basketball. And she's basically making reference to the incident between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, where you had people go on the internet, make up their own narrative, such as RG3, talking about Angel hates Caitlin Clark. You can flip it on the other side. For what Caitlin Clark did to Angel, does Caitlin Clark hate Angel Reese? But Candace Parker did a great job in that whole interview, man. And she said, ain't nobody have no resentment toward Michael Jordan when he came in and grew the game. So I just thought that Candace Parker did a great job. She wants to grow the game. She said there's a great crop of young players and talented people in the league that get overlooked. And she is trying to put emphasis on supporting all these players. Exactly, Reddick. You can't make this stuff up. And see, it seems like every time somebody knowledgeable to the situation that played the WNBA and they come on to a show like First Take and Stephen A. Smith starts talking this gibberish, they always handle him well. Just like when Monica McNutt put him on blast about his coverage of the WNBA. All of a sudden you want to start covering the WNBA because Caitlin Clark came around. Yeah. So, I mean, it's something that I felt needed to be said by Candace Parker. She went on there and like you said, she spoke her truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to stop with all this, man. This resentment, man. I don't like that. Like these black women do not resent Caitlin Clark, man. She's part of the WNBA. We're watching the WNBA as a whole. It shouldn't be no separation or no segregation. They're all one. Everybody's being supported. Everybody has talent. But see what the media does and these YouTube content creators, they create their own narratives about, the ratings are going down because Caitlin Clark is injured. Nobody's watching it and things like that. That is BS. We are watching these games because if not, every time we go live, people wouldn't come in the comments talking about, I'm watching this, Phoenix and Minnesota game right now. Everybody's in tune to all these games. It ain't just about what, Indiana Fever are doing. Indiana Fever got their first victory without Caitlin Clark tonight against the Washington Mystics, right? But like I said, I did a video today about Nafisha Collier because it seems like Nafisha Collier is getting overlooked. Nobody wants to talk about her. So I brought it to the forefront. So what Nafisha Collier is doing, you know what I'm saying? She's the MVP frontrunner. So that's all I'm saying. So it's crazy. What's up, Tiffany and Co? Yeah, make sure when y'all come in the come in the stream, make sure y'all drop a like on the video for me. Drop a like on the video, man. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate everybody that's donated to the channel. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate all the love and support that you're showing the Four Court Trio. We making some noise over there on the Four Court Trio page. If you're not subscribed to that channel, make sure you're subscribed to that channel, man. Get our subscribers up. I see you, Duvall, in the building. Tiffany and Company, Alyssa B. I see people starting to filter in. Big girl, why are you here, big girl? Why you keep haunting me down, big girl? I see you, Troy Hall. I see you, Eagles brother 92. Yeah, so I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, man. Make sure y'all drop a like on the video. Do me a favor, man. Just drop a like on the video. That's all I ask. If you don't support the channel or you don't send those super chats, do me a favor. Just drop a like on the video. That's one thing that you can do. Somebody said last night that people are back there hate watching. But if you're hate watching, you still can drop a like on the video. I mean, you don't have to do no comments. I see you, Amorosa. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing big girl like that. Big girl, she on my bad side. Big girl's on my bad side, man. She said some things I didn't like the other night. So big girl's gonna hear it from me from here on out. Appreciate you, Tiffany and Co. Yeah, so if y'all not subscribed to that Full Court Trio, make sure y'all subscribe to that Full Court Trio. What's up, Tulip? You keep on telling me don't be that way, big girl. You started the fight, and I'm gonna end it. What's up, Marvin? Nah, big girl don't get no wrench over here. Nah, she can't get no wrench over here. It's the wrong chat. What's up, so pretty Tony? It's the wrong chat for big girl to get a wrench. It's the wrong place for big girl to get a wrench. That case out, everybody comes to the point where their debt is paid. Nah, I'm not freeing big girl. She got a long list of debt. Big girl don't mess with me anyway, man. Big girl ain't never sent me a super chat and told me that I'm doing good. Yeah, that's that hate watching. Hate watching, right. If Chicago loses, Angel doesn't play well, you'll get a room full of hate watchers. There you go. Yeah, big girl don't send me no super chat. She keeping it real. But I'm gonna get her up out of here, man. She ain't never supported me. She only liked the company I keep. That's all that is. She only likes the company I keep. But yeah, shout out to I'm a salty old man. I am. I'm salty. You don't never break bread with me. Go over there with Sister Keisha and Bro Claude, man. Go spend your money over there. I don't want it. Shout out to Reddick Milky Way for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Nah, Reddick Milky Way said this super chat is from Big Girl. Can she get a wrench now? Nah, she can't get no wrench. Until I see Big Girl send me a super chat, then we can negotiate a wrench. But until then, that ain't gonna work. You only like the company I keep, Big Girl. You only like the fact that I keep Bro Claude and Keisha around. That's the only reason why you come around. If I didn't have them on my squad, I wouldn't even see you up in here. And that's a fact. So what y'all think for these first 7 games, man? Who y'all think the MVP front runner is? I got Nafisha Collier. Who do y'all think the MVP front runner is? See, Duvall trying to help you out, big girl. Oh, you ain't send Duvall? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Duvall. She only mess with Keisha and Bro Claude. She don't mess with us. She only come around. There you go, Fee. Yep. She only come around when Bro Claude and Keisha around. If I bring Bro Claude and Keisha up on the panel, then she'll be kikiing. She'll be kikiing. That's right. We Basil, W Basil. Bribery is only if you get caught. Yeah, Fee off to a hot start. Like tonight, they beating Phoenix, and Phoenix 5-2. And you got to understand something, man. Nafisha Collier, she got 17 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists on 8 of 13 shooting. She's a plus 16 she's a plus 16. So she's doing what she got to do, man. She doing what she got to do, man. I see that the Indiana Fever finally broke through tonight. Now, how you gonna tell Duvall to mind his business? You can't tell Duvall to mind his business, man. Tulip said. What Tulip say? Mystic must have tanked versus the Fever tonight. They played Dawson 26 minutes. giving 0, 0, and 1. That's diabolical. That stat line is diabolical. She out into June 5th. Who out into June 5th? When Angel plays Fee, she will humble her. Yeah. Alyssa Thomas is out. Oh, okay, to June 5th. I didn't realize she was hurt. When did she get hurt? Big girl ain't got nothing. Big girl in the wrong chat. Yeah, big girl in the wrong chat. Y'all stop. Y'all giving big girl too much praise, man. Y'all giving big girl too much praise, man. I believe she was hurt right after she played her. Okay. Big girl, what's the name of your YouTube channel? Drop Big Girl's YouTube link in the chat. You see that, man? She said, so pretty tone. All I said was they was boring without Keisha, right? So if we was boring without Keisha, why you coming here? I'm a solo act tonight. So if we was bored without Keisha, why you here? I mean, if you look at the numbers on that show, I mean, the people don't think that the people have spoken. So pretty Tony, for all that she said, right? She always here. She's stalking me right now. She got stalkish behavior. Stalkish behavior. Tell her, Duvall, we had our best numbers without Lakeisha. Big girl ain't getting no wrench. What's up, Jabari? Yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all drop a like, man. Big girl just here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Big girl don't like us like that. Yeah, she in the blender. What's up, Not for the Week? Yeah, y'all, hey, y'all get A. That's the only way we're gonna free Big Girl. Y'all get the full court trio to 400 subs tonight. Get us to 400 subs tonight. That shouldn't be hard. We only 30 away. Big Girl said, I watched you when you was talking about marriage. That counts for something. Nah, it don't count for nothing. That don't count for nothing, Big Girl. You only like the company I keep. You only like when Bro Claude and Keisha are around. That's all that is. You only like it when what's name is around, but nah, the feature Kai, you're balling out, y'all. She got 8. She got another double-double, man. It's time to take her out of the game. You got 4 minutes left. They up 80-56, man. It's time to get her out. They up 24. It's time to set her down. You don't want to risk injury. But she balled out tonight, man. And you got to give a shout out, man. See Kayla McBride back in the lineup. Yeah, Satu, man, she had 15 tonight, but they are missing Alyssa Thomas. So, yeah. Shout out to the Indiana Fever, man. The Indiana Fever got off the snide tonight without Caitlin Clark. which I expected, man. They should be winning, man. Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell, man. 24 tonight. Got to give it to Kiki Afrin, man. She had 20 and 9 for the Mystics, man. 20 and 9 for the Mystics, man. That young rookie is balling. Sonia Citron pitched in with 13. Brittany Sykes, I like Slim. She had 20. Kiki Arafin, she had 20. 20 and 9. 9-11 from the field. You can't beat that. Got to give it to DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner plays better when Caitlin Clark don't play. Kelsey Mitchell had 24. Aaliyah Boston had 10. Lexi Hall 14. Natasha Howard 6. They got their win. That improved their record to 3-4. Washington Mystics dropped to 3-5. $20 and $10. Nafisha got 20 and 10. Yeah. Shout out to my girl Paige, my little sis, for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Dollar. She said free big girl. That big girl trying to work for that wrench, y'all. Look, she trying to work for that wrench. I ain't mad at her. She working. She got to do more than that, though. She got to do more than that. But at least she's scoring. At least she's scoring, though, Reddick. She wasn't doing no scoring when Caitlin Clark was there. I think the only one that's being affected by Caitlin Clark is Aaliyah Boston, because she's not in that pick and roll action. I think she's the only one being affected by the absence of Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah Boston's not able to get off. Yeah. Shout out to Almarosa 100, Macari 45 for the $2 super chat for Big Girl Books.
Here comes the money. Dollar.
And they put money on Big Girl's books, man. She's trying to work hard. Yeah, Philip Berrien. He don't like being checked. Candace Parker. Got her. Got him. Yeah. Yeah, Ariel McDonald, man, she played a good game tonight. For her first game back, man, she had 7 points. She had 5 assists. She was orchestrating the ball. She was passing the ball. But like I said, I think the only one being effective by the missing of Caitlin Clark is Aaliyah Boston. She's not getting them double-doubles. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston, man, she couldn't grab no rebound. She had 1 rebound, man. That's diabolical. I agree with that, Duvall. That is diabolical. Oh, yeah, Tulip. Yeah, Ariel's better than Sid Colson. Yeah, you're right. And Paige, from what I saw of Kiki Arafin today, that's what I said the other day about that's the difference between Kiki Arafin, because we was talking about her and Angel Reese about the mid-range. She's letting that thing fly. She letting that thing fly. Yeah. She letting that thing fly. The confidence to shoot the ball. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kiki did good, man. Hey, you'll be shocked, man. Sierra Richardson said, AB, 1 rebound. Wow. Yeah, she's suffering. Yeah, I mean, she went 4-12, but she took 12 shots, though. She took 12 shots. When Caitlin Clark's there, she's reluctant to shoot the ball. She don't get them touches. Yeah, Marvin. Area gave him some defensive intensity. Shout out to Big Girl for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
She said, free me. See, big girl, that's a slap in the face, man. You over there throwing around $20 super chats, $50 super chats with Keisha and Bro Claude, and you come over here and give me $2 on a super chat. I told you she diabolical, y'all. Big girl is diabolical, man, and y'all want me to get along with big girl. Big girl started this stuff, man. Yeah, she be over there throwing that money around for Keisha and Bro Claude. She be twerking it up, boy. And she come over here slap me in the face. Big girl, you got to do better. You just slapped me in the face, man. That was an insult, man. That's an insult, man. Y'all got to stop that, man. Big girl, you diabolical, man. Where is Bro Claude when I need him? I need Bro Claude to come in here, man. If I hit this siren, Bro Claude might appear. That's the call for Bro Claude. Yeah, we got to get Maddie Westbeld in the game, man. We got to give her some burn. Nah, I ain't got the wrong big girl. You be twerking it up for them. Man, that trade stuff with Rakia, man, we got to stop that. Rakia ain't going nowhere. They're going to work it out. Yeah, Bro Claude loves big girl. And big girl loves Bro Claude. They're a match made in heaven. Yeah, I think that LA Sparks situation might turn into a situation like the Seattle Storm. I think after Rakia's rookie contract is up, man, she gonna want out. Yeah, I don't think Kiki Arifin need to work on her 3-point game. She is good at what she's doing now, that mid-range game. The mid-range game and getting to the basket and playing defense and crashing the boards. So I think she is great at what she's doing. But I will say this, Aaliyah Boston, these last couple games, she's looked horrible. Without Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston looks horrible. 1 rebound, diabolical. I mean, you can't just have 1 rebound, even though you're not scoring at a high clip on the pick and rolls. But, yeah, you got to get these rebounds. But, hey, they found a way to win tonight. That's all that matters. Winning counts. Yeah, Aaliyah Boston looks horrible. She looks like right now she look like she don't belong. Hey, if he wants to be a troll, I can be a troll too. If he want to be a troll, I'll be a troll too. What's up? What's up, Duvall? What's your hot take? Nah, y'all don't kick. Nah, don't kick Bro Claw. Don't kick Bro Gad out.
They only here to cause confusion.
They only here to cause confusion. Yeah, she'll bounce back once CC comes back. She'll bounce back because she'll get back in that pick and pop and that pick and roll action. Get easy buckets, man. Yeah, she'll get back to getting easy buckets. That's what they do. I don't know why people come on my channel and just want to cause confusion, man. Like they just want to cause confusion, man. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. They want to cause confusion. Yeah, she has to rebound better, man. 1 rebound is diabolical, man. You played 29 minutes and you got 1 rebound. Man, it ain't like Indiana was a flamethrower tonight. Like, you got 1 rebound. You got 1 rebound tonight. That's what's diabolical. One rebound. One rebound. One rebound. She took 5 shots. 5 shots. She took 5 shots. I can shoot the ball 5 times and go perfect. I know that, that's what Brogad focuses on. I said nothing bad. I just said she don't look the same without Caitlin Clark. I said she will get her touches back when Caitlin Clark comes back. He's just emotional right now. That's all. His emotions are running high. His emotions are running high. She'll bounce back. I said nothing negative about her. Just said she looks bad without Caitlin Clark. That's all. I mean, you can accept it for what it is. Yeah, 1 rebound. Shout out to Reddick Milky Way for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
1 rebound. That's sad stuff. It is. It is. That's sad, man. Like, it is what it. They got the win though. That's all that matters if you get the win. Yeah. Yeah. But nah, she'll pick it back up, man. She's just struggling right now without Caitlin Clark. She needs somebody to feed her the ball. She always can't get her own shot. Yeah. Yeah, that's all that matters. Y'all got the victory. I don't care what I don't care what the box score says. Y'all got the victory. That's all that matters. Get the victory and move on, man. You live to fight another day. Duvall, what's your hot take, man? What's your hot take, Duvall? I'm curious on what your hot take is. No, I don't care about the box score. I did a video today talking about Nafisha Collier. It's about the wins for me. As long as you get the win, I could care less about the box score. I mean, so you don't agree that Caitlin Clark makes Aaliyah Boston better? You don't agree with that? I mean, the proof is in the pudding for the first couple games. I didn't say she made a lick. Let's see. I'm done talking to Brogad, man. You missing the point, man. You missing the point, man. Missing the point. That's what I'm saying, Tulip. Caitlin Clark, their 1-2 combination is solid. Like, I this is what I don't understand, man. See, that's why I hate talking about the Indiana Fever. That's why. Because when I give them their just dues and their props, people always find it that I'm still hating. That is not the case. Thank you, Tulip. It's like a Stockton Malone combination. That's why I don't like talking about the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark on this channel, because regardless if we give them good praise, somebody always finds a way to spin it and we're still hating. How is that hating because somebody had one, man? Whew, man. Hey, boy, I tell you, man. I tell you. And then I said DeWanna Bonner, it seems like DeWanna Bonner plays better and gets her shots off when Caitlin Clark is not there. I mean, you can't win for losing, man. Cannot win for losing, man. Yeah, you got to stop that, Brogad, man. She leading the league in field goal percentage, man. That's great, man. That's great. That is great, man. It's great, man. So what did you think about what Candace Parker said today, bro, Gad? This is what we're here to talk about. What did you think about what Candace Parker said? What do you think about what Candace Parker said? That stay focused, man. Focus up, man. What do you think about Candace Parker said, man? Do I need to replay what Candace Parker said on ESPN First Take today? Do you want to hear that, bro, Gad? Nah, it's not like that, William. See, that's what they do. Like you said, they hate watching. They come in here to try to figure out what we're talking about, and they always want to bring that into the equation. That's the point, man. Somebody timed him out. Well, y'all diabolical, bro. He just around here trying to cause confusion, man. Yeah, big girl. I just heard all the thing go off on all the TVs in the house. That national weather alert. But let's turn the page, man. Let's talk about the Chicago Sky here for a minute, man. I didn't realize, man, we was off until Saturday, man. We got a long way, man. We got a long way to Saturday, man. So what is Chicago gonna do? What is Chicago gonna do, man? We gotta wait all the way into Saturday until we play the Indiana Fever. It's an unofficial bye week. Shout out to Van for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
dollar. Yeah, Angel's trying to gut through it, man, but I think that hand is still bothering her, man. I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but I think that hand's bothering her. I mean, she's a warrior, man. She got that warrior mentality, man. If she can play through it, she's going to play through it. But I just think that hand is an issue. And I said that coming out of Unrivaled. I said that hand is going to be an issue all season long, man. Because now, I think that brace that she wears is kind of affecting her. It's affecting her shot, man. It's affecting her shot. Yeah, I saw that, big girl. I saw what Shaq said. Yeah. I be seeing it all, man. I mean, I want to cover it all, man, but sometimes, man, it time don't allow, man. Yeah. But I just think, man, this time off for Chicago is good, man. Reset their mind, man, but don't get out of a rhythm. I think Angel should have time to soak that hand, get the proper treatment, man. But I think that that hand is bothering her because Angel Reese is ambidextrous, man, and it's kind of odd that she says she's right-handed, but she shoots with her left. Like, that's one of them situations where you pick and choose. You said you like Angel at the 5. So where's that leave Carmilla at, Almarosa? Where's that leave Carmilla at? Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. Oh, she had an injury earlier in the youth. She had an injury on that leg as well. And that hand. See, when she was hurt with that left hand, with the right hand, she was working on her left. So now she's felt accustomed to shooting with that left, almost like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is ambidextrous. You know what I'm saying? everything that they do is kind of awkward, man. It's kind of awkward, man. But I think that hand is affecting her shot. I think that hand is affecting her shot, man. And I see it around the rim as well, man. She don't have no, I mean, you got to have good feel for the ball when you get the ball on the block and go up, man. You got to have, yeah, Brian too, man. But Brian can shoot with his left and right. But you got to have some good feel. Basketball is about feeling, man. You got to feel the ball, man. And if she don't have that feeling, it's hard for her to shoot. That might be the reason why, she's reluctant to shoot that mid-range game. It's because, she knowing that hand's affecting her. But I still would like to see her take that shot. But I'm on the record like a lot of people in the chat, man. I would love to see Maddie Westbeld get some time, man. You can't hurt nothing, man. Give her some of Rachel Bannum's minutes, man. Let's see what Maddie Westbeld can bring to the table, man. What kind of injury does Camilla have? All right, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat for those that want to come up. Dominique Malonga. Yeah. Big girl, I'll drop the link in the chat. You want to come up? If Keisha and Bro Claw was here, you'd probably come up. What kind of injury does Camilla got? Don't let the injury bug start biting us. We don't need that. Don't need that. Chicago ended up with 18 and 11. See, Paige Bueckers is still out under concussion protocol. Oh, they won't say. It's not serious injury, it's just precautionary. Shoulder again. It's that lingering shoulder. Yeah, so if it's that shoulder again, man, that's D4L. What's up? If it's that shoulder, man, that's kind of costly, man. If it's that shoulder, man, because she struggled coming back from that shoulder injury last year. Couldn't get the ball above her head. That's why she was getting her shot blocked. That's diabolical. So when did Tyler Marsh say something after the shoot around today or something, or what? Antoine Baker said Camilla needs to stop smiling so much and get serious. You don't she needs to stop smiling. Let's listen to what Tyler Marsh had to say, y'all.
Versatility, and so she's played a lot more minutes at the 4 this year for us just by nature of our roster.
Let's start that over.
So, Michaela, how do you feel like?
We're talking about Michaela Onyenwere right now.
Giving you ideas of how you want to use her, just kind of based on how things are going.
Yeah, I think Michaela's greatest strength is her versatility, and so she's played a lot more minutes at the 4 this year for us just by nature of our roster. But she's capable of playing the 3 as well. So try to get a look at that today in practice and just trying to get a feel for it. But she's been great in terms of plugging and playing her in areas and situations where we feel like we can utilize her. She's been great at providing some defensive versatility and crashing the offensive glass and things of that nature. And so we've been happy with her, and she's a great teammate as always. So she's willing and ready to do whatever we need of her.
Camilla didn't scrimmage today, Coach. Anything you can share regarding that?
Not just precaution, but she should be okay. We'll have a better understanding of it as the week before.
What's the injury?
Still assessing.
I guess following up. So you had talked about how.
Well, there you have it. Tyler Marsh said the injury with Camilla Cardoso, they're trying to still assess it. But let's go back to what Tyler Marsh said early in there. He's talking about Michaela Onyenwere, using her at the 4. How many times have we came on this show, even on the 4-court trio, talking about why is he playing Michaela Onyenwere at the 4? She is too small to be going down there battling against these 4s. What is Tyler Marsh seeing that we're not seeing? Somebody make it clear to me. What is Tyler Marsh seeing that we're not seeing about Michaela Onyenwere when she gets on the floor playing against these 4s? She is too small to be playing against these 4s. She don't give us nothing when she's playing the 4. Her natural position is the 3. Even as a 2, if you like you said, if you're going to develop her into what you thought that she was going to be, the Jackie Young type, you need to start using her as the 2 and the 3. I don't know what Tyler Marsh has seen in Michaela Onyenwere putting her on the floor at the 4 position. Y'all got, hey, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, guys. Like, what do y'all see from Michaela Onyenwere at the 4? I mean, we talk about it all the time. What do y'all see? She gives us no production at the 4. Yeah, Andre, she's a 3 and not very good at that. Michaela Onyenwere, she don't move the needle for me. Like, she don't move the needle for me at all. She's too small for a 4 and too slow for a 3. I don't understand it, man. What does Tyler Marsh see in Michaela Onyenwere? I understand when you're trying to make the team positionless, but you can't. No, let's finish listening to what Tyler Marsh said at the press conference.
Rotations, you kind of now want to go with maybe like the hot hand, feeling out rotations in that way. And I know you value like depth on the roster. So I guess like how do you go about communicating with players who, maybe they're expecting some more minutes, but they don't have the hot hand that night and that kind of thing, if you know what I'm asking.
Yeah, I think the team understands what our depth looks like and is, and the understanding that it's going to be somebody different. It could be somebody different every night. I think that through each of our games this year, a different person has stepped up on a night-to-night basis, and so I think we've been in good spirits about that thus far. We've been great teammates. We've been positive, energetic, supporting one another, and I think that's what we want to see, especially early on, as we're still trying to hit our stride and find our rhythm.
After Saturday's game, E. Will said the team was tenacious on the rebounds. From your standpoint, what stood out to you, and what do you see from the rebounding standpoint?
Yeah, just the commitment to it, the commitment and understanding that we can't put all that pressure on our bigs, that our guards got to help out and rebound as well, and so to take some pressure off. And so, it's an all-out effort for us. We put a lot of emphasis on all 5 being, especially on the defensive end, kind of handling that responsibility as well. So.
I have a couple of big picture questions for you about your coaching approach. When you come in with the background and I don't want to say specialty, but you have a lot of experience with player development. How do you apply that to being a head coach?
Yeah, I think it starts with trusting my staff. That's what we have a great staff for, and Dave Simon's been great with our post players thus far, and obviously Courtney Paris has taken on some of that responsibility as well. And then we have Aaron Johnson, who's an experienced college and professional guard as well, who's been working with our guards, and so I feel confident in our staff and that ability. And so, for me, it's just communicating, my messaging and kind of my beliefs and that kind of thing, and how it translates into our players, but having our staff on the same page in terms of where I'm coming from and what I'm seeing, and having them be the ones to execute it on the court is kind of how that continues.
Just to help understand your process a little bit, take an example like Angel. So your process for figuring out player development for her, does that start when you take the job and you put on the film and you say, okay, she can do this, here's what I think she could do? Like,
now, do y'all hear what the reporters asking Tyler Marsh about his player development? Like, what player, let's be honest, y'all. Let's have an honest conversation. What player has Tyler Marsh developed on this Chicago Sky team? If he's a player developmental coach, what player has he developed? Because all I heard all season long was he was going to develop Michaela Onyenwere. But where's the impact from Michaela? Where is the impact? I don't see no impact of what Michaela Onyenwere has provided this team. Now, y'all quote me if I'm wrong, man. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But where's the impact that Michaela Onyenwere has shown for the Chicago Sky? Y'all can be honest. Be honest. Where's the impact, man? This is not slighting nobody because she's good enough to be on the WNBA roster. But where's the impact that Michaela Onyenwere has given the Chicago Sky? If y'all want to be real about it, where's the impact? Like, I mean, come on, guys. Let's keep it a buck, man. Where's the impact? Where's the impact of Michaela Onyenwere, man? That Paige, that's the terminologies that my son and my niece and all his cousins and all his friends in school, that's the terminology that they use. They use that right there. What you just said, they use that. She's just a tryhard. She's a tryhard. Like, what impact? Like, I know it's early in the season. I know things can turn around. But the impact of Michaela Onyenwere, do y'all realize she's averaging 2 points a game? 1 rebound, 1 assist. Do y'all realize she's shooting 16.7% from three-point range? Do y'all realize she's shooting 33% from the field? Do y'all realize that? So where's the impact? Michaela Onyenwere played better last year in the latter part of the season than what she's displaying this year at the beginning. She should have took that momentum and got off the running. But she's averaging 2 points. Where's the impact? Where's the impact of Michaela Onyenwere, y'all? Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of people say there's no clear direction on the team. That's what I'm saying. Tyler Marsh came in and he's trying something new. He's got these people playing different positions. Like Big Girl said, trying to be positionless. But it's no impact of what she's out there doing. Your whole focus over the all season in your press conferences talking about that you're going to develop Michaela Onyenwere. And I haven't seen nothing that she has done impactful. And that's no slight to her. That might be a slight to the coaching system. Sometimes you just got to leave well enough alone. Sometimes you just got to leave well enough alone. That's the that's the bad part. That's the bad part. Do y'all realize that Haley Van Lith is averaging more points than Michaela Onyenwere? Do y'all realize that? Do y'all realize Haley Van Lith is averaging more points than Michaela Onyenwere? That's diabolical. All right, let's finish up and listen to what Tyler had to say.
Can you explain a little bit of that?
Yeah, I think it starts in the interview process and communicating, what your vision is, and then once I've gotten the job, then it's about executing that and putting a plan in place with your staff and aligning that vision there, and then having that being communicated down onto Angel or whomever the player is, and being able to execute it. And so, it starts with me, and then it goes down to our coaches and ultimately to our players. But there also is a collaborative effort there between myself, our coaching staff, and the players as well to be on the same page from that standpoint too.
Can you think of an example in your career where you presented something to a player and said, "Hey, I think you don't do this right now, but I think you could," and they were hesitant, and it took a little while before you saw the buy-in?
Well, it's not just about what I want from the player, whether I was an assistant coach or player development coach or a head coach. It's about bridging that gap of communication of where the player sees themselves and what we need them to be for our team. And so what that looks like changes and varies player to player. And so it's just about having the common understanding of how does my game now fit into what.
Man, y'all know what I get from Tyler Marsh, man. Tyler Marsh is tricking the system. Tyler Marsh is tricking the system, man. And when I say he's tricking the system, is everything that he says in his post-game interviews, after practice, media availability, he's tricking the system, man. He got people believing that he knows what he's talking about, man. And he knows what he's talking. He's tricking people, man. Like, he knows how to answer questions. That's why he's tricking the system, man. That's why, and like I said about Tyler Marsh, man, he came from the Becky Hammond system over there at the Las Vegas Aces. Just because you was around a winning organization don't mean you're the person that contributed to winning. Yeah, I'm going to say that one more time. Just because you came from a winning organization, that doesn't mean that you're the person contribute to winning. Did y'all hear me? Just because you came from a winning organization doesn't mean that you was the person that contributed to winning. Tyler Marsh was a player developmental coach for a reason. That's the reason why he's never had a head coaching position. I mean, he says all the right things, but he goes out there and does the wrong stuff. Yeah, get AR back in that post, man. All right, let's finish up what he's talking about.
To what our team expectations are and what is my potential moving forward, both within the system and individually. And so as long as you're able to communicate that clearly to each player and that they have an understanding and a feeling that you have their best interests at heart and the team's best interests at heart, then I think you're in a good position.
And I know you've worked with a lot of very successful coaches, but specifically with Rick Carlisle. Where do you see the Rick Carlisle influence in the way you do the job?
I think he was, you can pick and choose a ton of different areas where Coach Carlisle is great at, whether it's in-game adjustments, whether it's attacking mismatches and matchups offensively, to how he communicates with his players. I think for me, it's more so in the trust that I instill in our players. That's what I.
And the crazy thing about it is, Tyler Marsh got these reporters believing him. And these reporters thinking they getting a great interview from Tyler Marsh. That's the crazy thing, man. He got these interviewers tricked into believing what he's conveying to the public. That's diabolical.
To take from him, and he instills a belief in each player that they are beyond what they've always been, and I think that breeds that trust and that breeds that confidence, both from player to coach and from coach to player. And so that's an area that I try to have here, and understanding that I'm all for the growth of each of our players and how that fits.
Man, do y'all understand that Tyler Marsh got the interviewers tricked? He got them tricked, man. Diabolical, man. Angel gets blamed for everything, like Duvall said. Angel gets blamed for everything. If the mop water is dirty before they mop the floor, blame it on Angel Reese. That is diabolical. Like, Tyler Marsh got these people. He got them tricked. He got them tricked. He got Michaela tricked. Michaela thinks she can go out there and play the 4. Let's listen to what Shaq had to say. Shout out to Gamble for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
$1. So the question I asked sound like
tell her all the time. Don't ever worry about that. And she reminds me of myself for AI. She's as good or even better than some of the people that y'all are kissing up.
Let's listen to
I'm
what
going to circle
Shaq
back
said.
to Reebok for a second, because Angel Reese is featured in this series, and she's a Reebok athlete, one of the biggest faces in the WNBA, a tremendous basketball player and a big personality. I know you know her very well. What is the biggest misconception about Angel Reese? What are people getting wrong?
Really a nice, beautiful young lady. But, you know, when you're in this thing of ours, you have to play a certain way and you have to be a certain way. A lot of times if they don't understand who you are, they misconceive. But I tell her all the time, don't ever worry about that. And she reminds me of myself for AI. She's as good or even better than some of the people that y'all are kissing up to, but y'all don't know it. But she knows it. And in order to be great, you have to know you're great. Like, and listen, they're always gonna have a good guy and they're always gonna have a bad guy. So, you know, she just needs to continue to be beautiful, play her game, better her game, and don't worry about the nonsense. I tell her all the time, don't be looking at those comments, because they don't really have a voice. They just think they do.
Man, you heard, Shaq said it best, man. Shaq said, y'all think that some of these people that y'all saying are better than Angel Reese ain't better than Angel Reese. And Angel Reese believes that. But he also told Angel Reese, stop looking at the comments. Stop looking at the comments. Where you at, Duvall? Duvall, you still in the chat, man? I need Duvall to come up, man, if you're still in the chat. Yeah, Almarosa. Yeah, Shaq said it best, man. See, it's a lot of Shaq. One of the best to ever do it. One of the greatest big men to ever lace it up. And when you got support like that, that says a lot. And I don't think he's saying that just because she's a Reebok employee. Shaq said she reminds him of himself coming up. Yeah, you can take Elijah Wan. I said one of the greatest big men to ever do it. So I didn't say he is the greatest big man to ever do it. I said one of the greatest. But hearing that from Shaq, that goes a long way, man. Because what Shaq is trying to convey to people, he's trying to tell people that Angel Reese is better than some of the people that you bigging up. And they just don't realize it. And they just don't realize it. She knows she's great. So kudos to Shaq, man, for stepping up for Angel Reese, man. Hey, make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Please drop a like on the video, guys. You said Cardoso got to stay offline too? What, people starting to go at Cardoso too? What's up? Let me know. I don't see nobody going at Cardoso. Nah, the reason why they doing that. Reason why they doing that Raging Troy is because Paige Bueckers is going to be a problem. And they don't want her nowhere close to Caitlin Clark. That's the problem. Yeah, Cardoso, she all right, man. Yeah. Cardoso's all right. Y'all got to drop a like on the video, man. We got 144 people in here watching. Drop a like on the video. The Fever's hardship was a troll to Bueckers. That's all that was, man. See, Bueckers coming in, she got the full bag, man. She got the full bag. I need y'all to drop a like on the video. That's all that is, man. The media don't want Paige Bueckers nowhere close to Caitlin Clark. Because that'd be something else that you got to deal with. I don't care if Paige lost to her in college. But Paige lost to her in college, but Paige is a national champion. Is Caitlin Clark a national champion? That's the difference. Yeah, she lost to her, but that didn't stop Paige from getting back and winning. That's the difference. Come on, man. Y'all stop and drop a like on the video, man. Yeah, you know what Mick does. Mick don't want nobody close to Paige. I mean, close to Caitlin Clark. That's right. Yeah, she lost to Caitlin Clark, but she bounced back and got a national champion. And the thing about it is, Caitlin Clark lost to Angel Reese, but she never bounced back and got that national championship. That's the thing about it, man. Paige responded and got her a national championship. But William, that's how they'll try to make it, man. You know what they try to do, man. Jay Capone, what's up? Yeah, make sure y'all drop a like on the video, man. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video, man. And look, Fever 3-5, man. We ain't talking about the Fever no more. We talking about all this good grace that these people are starting to come out and back Angel Reese on. Yeah, they always do me bad. King Pisces Nathan. They always don't want to drop a like on the video, man. They hate watching, man. They hate watching. It's diabolical that people gotta hate watch, man. That's okay though. It's okay. They hate watching. They over here for a reason, man. 140 people over here watching for a reason, man. They over here watching for a reason. That's all we need, man. That's all we need. So pretty, Tony. I ain't tripping, man. Shout out to my girl Paige, man, for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
She said CC fans are scared that Paige will take over CC's greatness. Yeah, that's what it is, Paige. Paige always keep it a buck, man. Paige gets the subscriber spotlight of the day. Y'all give a round of applause to Paige, man. Y'all put a 1 in the chat as a symbol of a clap for my girl Paige. Man, Paige, we appreciate everything that you do on this channel. We appreciate everything that you bring to the platform. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate every time that you grace the panel. And you know, Paige has graduated today, y'all. So Paige has graduated on the Simply Ball Dropping platform. Paige has now become a moderator of the channel. And she has graduated. So one more time, man, give Paige a round of applause. Paige, you are now a moderator of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. You've earned your stripes. You've earned your stripes on the Full Court Trio. I know you probably earned your stripes over there at Cut the Ish. And I also know you probably earned your stripes over there with Bro Claude on Steady Serving Sports ENT. Shout out to my boy William Goins for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said, get them likes up, man. I appreciate that. See, around here, we're going to acknowledge people in the chat, man. We're not just going to. What's up, King P? You from Chicago, man. I appreciate you. See, around here, we're going to acknowledge people that do great work in our community and great work in our chat and have constant engagement when we do these shows. That makes the show run smooth. So we have to appreciate people that's in our chat that generally, whatever it is, I don't know, tongue-tied, genuinely support us. And Paige is one of those people that support us. So kudos to Paige. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting the channel. I love when you're here. I love when you come up on the panel. I love hearing your takes. But Paige is our subscriber spotlight of the evening. We commend her for her great contribution to the channel, great contribution to our network, great contribution to the chat, and a great contribution for everything that she does. And she's always supporting and donating to the channel to let YouTube know that we're doing great things. So we appreciate you, Paige. Yeah. Yeah, so once again, if you're not subscribed to the Full Court Trios YouTube page, I need y'all to head over there right now and just give us a subscribe. Just give us a, yeah, big girl, them thunderstorms, man. We kind of flickered. I hope the power stays in because, around here in Texas, any thunderstorm or any hailstorm or any snow, it shuts the whole city down. So hopefully this live will continue. But if for some reason we get interrupted, know we got a tornado warning in effect. So if I lose you guys, that's the reason. Our brother Nate, what's going on, man? Shout out to my brother Nate for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Said another good showcase, man. I appreciate all the love and support, man. I appreciate anytime that I can come on and spend a few hours with you guys, man, talking basketball, man, and letting y'all guys get y'all's opinions out, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, big girl. I kind of flickered there for a minute. I thought the power was gonna go out. So hopefully we can hold serve. Like I said, if y'all lose me, we're having some weather conditions here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, man. We got tornado watches in the area. So if I lose you, that'd be the reason the power went out. So hopefully we can hold serve for another 30 minutes before we get up out of here. But yeah, we got a lot of things that we got to work on leading up to Saturday, playing against the Fever at home. So like I said, we listened to what Tyler Marsh had to say. What's up, Steady Serving ENT, Sports ENT, Bro Claude? Big girl. See, I rung the siren, and guess who came? Guess who came, big girl? Bro Claude is in the building. He's in the building, big girl. Now big girl will start acting right. Big girl start acting right now that Bro Claude's here. Dr. Crash Out is in the building. That's why you're laughing, big girl, because you're going to start acting right. Santa Claus. Now they call him Santa Claus. Yeah, but I would like to see. But y'all heard what Tyler Marsh had to say after the shoot around today. I think Tyler Marsh is confused sometimes. Like, you got two rookie, fresh leg people on the bench that you don't even play. And Haley Van Lith and Maddie Westbelt. What's going on, Sunshine? It's diabolical that they don't get more minutes than what they get. And then you got Michaela out there playing out of position. You got Michaela out there playing out of position. I think Tyler Marsh is out there experimenting, guys. What y'all think? He out there experimenting. He's trying to throw some mud on the wall and see if it's going to stick. Just out there experimenting. Because I told y'all where he lost me when he talking about Rachel Bannon was a backup point guard. Yeah, I see that, Tulip. I see that, Tulip. Dallas, getting off the snide. They up 40-30. But it's the crazy thing is Dejanay Carrington. She the one balling out. She got 12 at halftime. She got 6 rebounds. Enrique only got 4 points at halftime, y'all. Like, what is really going on, man? What is really going on, man? I just don't understand. What is going on with Enrique? What is going on with Enrique? That's a tough question, big girl. about Sloot, man. I really don't. My issue with Sloot is Tyler's playing her too many minutes, man. And that's diabolical. He's playing her too many minutes. Sloot's minute, because the longer the game goes on, the more Sloot wears down and becomes a defensive liability. And he's playing her too many minutes. It's no spurt that he would take Courtney Vandersloot out the game and give her the amount of rest that she needs. And that's the issue I have. Playing a 36-year-old 37 minutes, she's not LeBron James. Her body's not equipped like that. Her body's not equipped like that. Guys, I don't know if y'all heard that they had to reroute the Indiana Pacers plane that was headed into Oklahoma due to the thunderstorms and the tornado watches. They had to divert their plane to Tulsa, so they had to make an emergency landing in Tulsa. They can't even get into Oklahoma City right now. That's how bad that these thunderstorms are starting to pick up around here. But I just think Courtney Vandersloot, and when you say, does she have Angel and Carmella's best interests? I don't know, because that's a hard question to answer, man. Chat, y'all help me out, man. Do y'all think Courtney Vandersloot is there for self, or is she really trying to help this team win? I would love to hear from the chat, man. Like I said, I'll drop the link in the chat, man, for anybody that want to come up, man. Don't be shy. Y'all can come up. I know Keisha and Bro Claude not here, but y'all still can come up, man. Y'all can still come up, man, and have a conversation, man. I know Keisha and Bro Claude not here. So I know Duvall not here. But y'all still can come up and talk. Yeah, her entry passes are a little off. That's why I said get the ball to Ariel Atkins. Let Ariel Atkins cook. Woody Chill said they asked Candace the same question about resentment on the Breakfast Club this morning. Yeah, she made her rounds today in New York. She made her rounds today. And see, the Breakfast Club piggybacked off of what Stephen A. Smith said. They all use the same criteria. Shout out to my girl, So Pretty Tony, for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money. Dollar.
Said, I appreciate you and the whole team, KSAP, man. I appreciate you always rocking with us, So Pretty Tony. Appreciate you always supporting the channel. Always, doing what you got to do. And you always around, man. So I always reward people. Yeah, the link is in the chat, Bro Claude. So I always reward people that support me. So we're going to go and add you as a moderator to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast, man. So you now are a moderator of the show. Let's give So Pretty Tony a round of applause. Shout out to my man Larry Catrone for the $2 super sticker.
Here comes the money. Dollar.
Yeah, we always reward people over here, man. My brother, what's up, my brother?
What up, baby?
What up? What up? Real quick, man. Yeah, yeah, much love, So Pretty Tony. We reward people around here. That's one thing. We always going to acknowledge people that's in the chat. We're going to acknowledge people that contribute to the channel, that support us. that really come in here and talk basketball and keep it respectful to everybody that's in the chat. And so, Pretty Tony, you've been doing that ever since you've been on the platform. So that's why I was able to reward you with a wrench, and now you're a part of the Simply Ball Dropping family. What's up, bro, Claude? How you feeling, man?
Man, listen, I just was watching all of the games and, you know, soaking it in. Gabby Williams just got hurt. Twisted the ankle came down on Dejanay Carrington. You know, it's a lot of hurt. That's what I'm gonna cover tonight. A lot of injuries, man.
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of injuries in the W, man. The girl they had on a 10-day on a hardship contract on the Mercury, she just got hurt. So we don't know yet if it's the ACL, but she do have a knee injury. Yeah, so she in on a hardship. And
wow.
You know, what you were saying about Courtney Vandersloot.
Well, there was a question that was posed in the chat by your girl, Big Girl. She only acts right when you come around. So, and when I did this, bro, Claude, she knew you was coming. So now she wants to be on her best behavior. But before we get off into that, bro, Claude, we was talking about what Candace Parker said. I don't know if you saw the interview on ESPN First Take, what Candace Parker said about, you know, promoting the league and things like that, and growing the game. And Stephen A. Smith tried to get her in the trick bag, and she didn't even acknowledge it. She answered the question real eloquently when he said about resentment. So, you know, he's referring to these black ladies in the WNBA having resentment toward Caitlin Clark.
Year 2.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard the interview.
I did not.
Okay. We're gonna play. I'm gonna play portions of the interview, and I want you to see what you make out of what Stephen A. Smith tried to convey here, right? Because, you know, he thought he was slick, but Candace was prepared for his nonsense, because Candace, she's very highly intelligent, and she knows how Stephen A. Smith operates, right?
Right.
So let me go ahead and play what Candace Parker had to say, and you let me know what you think.
From that. As far as the WNBA, what do you want to see like this next iteration? Where would you like to see the game go? Where would you like to see the league go? Because I know you talked about people focusing on like everything except the game, which can still tend to happen, you know, with storylines and characters, players in the W.
You know, I think the WNBA is so dynamic in its growth right now, and its reach. And I do want to commend, you know, the network of ESPN and ABC for the visibility of the WNBA. I mean, you look at where it started, honestly, you think about, you know, ESPN was the home of the NCAA tournament for years. The first time it was on ABC, I mean, it shattered numbers, record numbers. So really, it's just about the visibility, and it's about putting it on television, and it's about knowing the players and establishing the rivalries and being able to have the merchandise. And so I think that it's so exciting for me to see that in the W. And I think that we can still continue to grow, but can't go head to head with NFL every week. You can't go head to head with NBA playoffs. And so it's been nice to see that it's accessible. I think now with more games being carried and being able to be available to viewers, you're going to continue to see that growth.
Listen to what Stephen A. says.
When we look at the WNBA, whether we've speculated about resentment or whatever it is, ultimately it comes down to the fact that there were an abundance of women in the WNBA doing tremendous work on behalf of the WNBA and the game of basketball. And you just sense that folks were feeling an absence of appreciation for what they had done and what their collective contribution was to bring the WNBA to where it is now and where it evidently is going. Can you speak to that collective frustration that some may have been feeling, and whether or not you think it's something that's being overcome as you all thrive and move forward and continue to promote and uplift this league?
You know, it's so crazy to me because I'm asked so many times if I'm, you know, resentful in any type of way for where the WNBA is right now. My job was to leave the game better than I came into it. You think Cheryl Miller is resentful for me that I had a league to play in? No, she's being the mentor that she is, and she's supporting and loving and sitting courtside cheering on Juju Watkins. And I'm doing the same for Caitlin Clark and all the women in the WNBA. You know, I think that rivalry is super important. I think conversation is super important. You know, I tuned in when Kevin Durant went back and played Russell Westbrook and they bumped shoulders and everybody was tuned in. But I want to keep it within the lines of the game. And I think that's what's the most important. Now everybody has a Twitter finger. Everybody can have reach to, you know, the WNBA and make comments. But really the key is let's keep it about basketball. That's my thing. And when we do that, then we're able to really grow the game and what it represents. There are some talented players that have been in this league. But now, because of visibility, listen, I still know the Dominique Wilkins. I still know, you know, all of those players, the Dr. J's and all that stuff. I don't think they're not salty that MJ came along and grew the game. I mean, that's what.
Now, do you hear what Candace Parker said? And then you hear how Stephen A. Smith tried to frame the question to her.
Absolutely. I think it was real snakish because we all know what he was alluding to.
Exactly.
But Candace Parker, y'all. Candace Parker. She went to school for communications. Go ahead, get the money, boss.
Hey, shout out to King Fitz for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said, I have a dope WNBA article you should read. Hey, go ahead and send it. Go ahead, Bro Clock.
Candace Parker is a very smart.
Send it to that email.
She's a very smart person, which you already know. She was very smart on the court. She was very smart on her business mind. She was very smart of getting the angle to be able to be in the alignment of ESPN, right? TNT, these networks that she was able to slip and slide through. And then, of course, she got her own podcast, right? The Trophy Room. So the thing is that, you know, I watch and I follow Candace. I don't say too much, you know, because she's a Chi-Town, you know what I mean? A Chi-Town legend.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that at what Stephen A. alludes to is a part of what his bosses. See, guys, remember the editorial of it all, the editor of it all, the people at the top of all of this mass hysteria. They sit in their rooms, in their offices, and come and conjure up falsehoods, narratives, situations, rivalries, things, storylines that has nothing to do with basketball. They intentionally do the things that they have done over the years to follow. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and I'm going to get on up off of it. But you saw Candace Parker talk about the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she used the NBA, which a lot of people don't like us to use the NBA, but Candace Parker herself, because most of these women watch how the men play, and then they took their game off of those basics, you know what I mean, to grow their game.
Mm-hmm.
Candace Parker absolutely smashed Stephen A. in that soliloquy that she just dropped on his head. And therefore, she not only cut the head off of the snake, because she said, keep it basketball. When you keep it basketball, all these other scenarios, which you already know, that we be drawing in ourselves as podcasters or people that has a voice that comes on here that sees it, the game, an intelligent way. We only convey, and you will never see K-Sap. One thing about his meetings is always programmed on what basketball means to us as an individual in each one of our perspectives and the way we see the game. This is why the formula is what it is, and this is what you see on the full court trio, that Brother K-Sap never makes a narrative that he has us to stay on. He has a firm grip on what his perspective is, but he also, just like he just asked me, what I thought I heard diabolical, tragic narratives. And it's getting real crazy to think that all of the legends that has transpired and existed and helped build this game from zero. See, I'm a grassroots builder, K-Sap, so you know that yourself, just like you. This is a narrative to make people feel that does not know the game, does not really love the game. They have admiration for the game, and then they have their own player. I got many players in the NBA that I love. I got many players in the WNBA that I love. And I got many players on both sides of the college game that I like and see the potential of them becoming. But what I'm not going to do is, boss, I'm not going to feed into what Stephen A. has going on. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give the perspective that you want me to give. I want to give the people the perspective that they want to hear from me on my end. I think that it was a rotten, dirty trick that he would go so low to give his bosses narrative that they all sit in a room and give it to the choir boy to go and sing to us about stuff that don't even exist. Caitlin Clark is not even on the court. Couldn't you have talked about certain things of the game and how it transpired? Couldn't you have thanked her and congratulated her on the things that she has done for the W? Couldn't you have asked her a question about how and what do she see? What do she see coming forth from the transformation that is happening in front of our eyes, that we're watching women's basketball in June, in the beginning of the season, with high ratings? High ratings. Why don't you ask her that? Why don't you just stick to basketball and what it is and what it means to the people now of this time in this era? And I land.
Man, hey, I gotta give you that, bro, Claude. I gotta give you that. That was facts right there. That was some storytelling right there, man. And I got the same thing out of what you got out of it. And a lot of people before you came in the chat, we was talking about it. Like, why would Stephen A. do that? The first word that he used in his soliloquy was resentment. So that's painting a picture to that you're saying all these young black ladies that are in the WNBA resent Caitlin Clark. That's what he was trying to allude to. But did you hear what Candace Parker said at the end? Nobody resented Michael Jordan for coming along, growing the game. So where's the resentment, man?
Really?
That's I mean, it's diabolical, man.
He's the most talked about NBA player in all history.
Yeah.
He's the most celebrated basketball player in all history. He didn't win 11 championships. Bill Russell did. Okay?
Hold on, let me get this real quick.
Get that money.
Here comes the money.
King Fitz, appreciate the $2 super chat. He said, I just sent the article. By the way, I wrote it. All right, I'm going to check it out, man. I'm going to check it out. I would check it out, King Fitz. Appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping by.
Most analysts don't really think this way, Brother K-Sal, which you already know. Most analysts, the pure ones. But now you have Simply Ball dropping and others in the airways, the highways. So now they shaky. You got Twitter X fingers telling the story. So now they're trying to grapple and try to get some type of existence. Go ahead, get that money, boss. Ronnie Repass.
Shout out to Ronnie Repass for the $3 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
Hey, let me say this before you continue, Bro Claude. Hey, shout out to my brother, man. Sportsway with Dre Day podcast, man. This is one of my brothers that I came into the podcast community with, man. You know, he showed me a lot, man. And we just took everything that he showed us and we just took it to another level. But this brother right here, he is a Candace Parker fanatic. He loves Candace Parker. This guy been covering the WNBA for the longest, man. Me and this guy did a video together talking about this was Dre Day. If you're in the chat now, correct me if I'm wrong. We did this video, was it before the pandemic or during the pandemic, where we did a list of our all-time greatest WNBA players. So for everybody that's in the chat tonight, I didn't just break on the scene, started talking about the WNBA last year. I've been covering the WNBA for the longest. I've been covering the WNBA for the last almost 7 years, guys. So it ain't like I'm new to this. I'm true to this. And me and this guy, Sportsway with Dre Day podcast, we have a video out right now discussing our all-time. We did an all-time draft of the greatest WNBA players that ever played the game. And I think it was before the pandemic or around the pandemic. So you guys, if you're not following Sportsway with Dre Day podcast, man, do me a favor. Y'all go over there and support this brother because he talks about the WNBA as well.
Subscribe.
Appreciate you, my guy. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so the thing is that, bro, I know at the end of the day, we have to understand, bro, that it's a new hour, it's a new day. As the song goes, it's a new time, it's a new way. And guess what? Get the hell out the way, keep it basketball. And if you don't intend to do that, then the people don't want garbage no more. The people, you can't shove garbage down these people's throats now. You got too many people that has existed on garbage. But now they can get it in real time. They can get these shows like you give them. They can give real food, real quality news work that do investigations and also know exactly. See how you just said how long you've been in the W? Well, I left, came back, left again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When Maya Moore left, I left. You got what I'm saying? I told you that when I came back last year, right? So I got to see Maya Moore, though. You know what I mean? I got to see Candace win in Chicago. You got what I'm saying?
Thank you, Reddick.
So the thing is this, bro, K-Sap, keep doing what you're doing. Everybody in the chat know that over here, we gonna give you that raw, uncut, that comes straight from Columbia trees and bushes. We gonna give you that raw, uncut, and keep it a buck with you. And we gonna disagree with one another in real time.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's all a part of talking real basketball and having passion and seeing it in different ways. Go ahead.
Hey, that you know what's funny, man? I'm glad that you said that, man, because like I always tell people, man, that's why I always acknowledge people that are in my chat when it comes to just talking basketball instead of all the other nonsense, right? That's why I always see the people in the chat that talks basketball and gives great opinions. We can agree to disagree. But that's why me personally, the chat, y'all don't go unrecognized, man. I know there's a lot of channels out there that probably don't even pay attention to what you people say in the chat, but I'm not one of those.
No, sir.
I pay attention to what people say in the chat. That's why I have moderators in the chat to get the trolls and all the people out of here that disrespect our platform. I said this year we're not tolerating that. So I got some wonderful moderators in here that take care of that. That's why I always pinpoint some of the people that's in the chat, and I always acknowledge them for the great work and the contributions that they're doing in this community, how they support me, how they support the Simply Ball Dropping family, how they support the Simply Ball Dropping network, how they support the Four Court Trio, how they support Steady Serving Sports ENT, how they support Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports, and how they support the Players Club. And I recognize you guys every time I get a chance. And ADP does great work in here. She always posting channels to the links to the channels of what you guys need to go out and follow. But at the same time, I mean, this community is building. We're growing and flowing. What God has for us, nobody can stop.
Absolutely.
There's some things that happened a couple weeks back. I don't want to go back down that road because that kind of delayed some things on my end and behind the scenes. But things may be delayed, but they're not denied. It's some things that has to be worked out because on any job, there's policies and procedures that you have to abide by. And when you don't abide by the policies and procedures that you sign off on, then there's a problem. Right? So I'll just keep that right there. A lot of people know where I'm going at with this, but things are delayed, but they're not denied. When the time is right, we will break on the scene. But I appreciate everybody that's in the chat, all the love and support. Tulip Plays, you do a great job. This is what I'm talking about, when I can have engagement with my chat. You see what I'm saying? Because I see there's a lot of channels that people go to that want to, put a comment out there, and some of the hosts don't even acknowledge your comment. And you just in there typing, going crazy, wanting to get your point across, but they don't acknowledge you. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here. We're going to acknowledge you. That's why it's always good to send a super chat, because I don't know if y'all know how these platforms work. Super chats will bring your comment to the forefront where we can't miss it. But sometimes when the chat goes so quick and I'm focused in on what the panel is talking about, sometimes I might miss it. Some people might say, hey, did you see the comment that so-and-so? I got to scroll back up to find it. That's when I'll read it. But that's why it's always important. Send a super chat. It goes straight to the top of the screen and we'll get right to it. But yeah, exactly. We're interactive in this community. Exactly. But like I said, man, without you guys, man, this community wouldn't be rocking and rolling the way it is. And without you guys, we wouldn't be applying the pressure the way we're applying the pressure. Because I was never that type of person that really was off into doing live shows, right? I would do my video uploads and talk about a few things, some talking points, and then be done with it. But, as I jumped on the scene, a lot of people wanted to see me. A lot of people, man, like my phone be blowing up. K-Sap, when you going live? When y'all going live? Now it's the same way with the Four Court Trio. We tried to do it just on Wednesday and Fridays. Now everybody want us to go Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's like, it's crazy. Like, to do a show, to branch off and do a show like that without it, you know, taking place of our regular perspective own channels that we have that we still got to run. It's a blessing, man. And you got guys like Bro Claude that is here for the ride, man. You know, he's doing well. He's doing it with the Full Court Trio. He's doing it with the Steady Serving Sports ENT. So, like, we making a name here in the YouTube streets, man. And that's all that matters, man, because, you know, like I said, when you have a platform, man, your voice matters. Yes. So like I said, I appreciate everybody, all the love and support.
Appreciate every single person that support us, man, because y'all don't really understand, man, that we started a whole nother channel on KSAP's head. He said he wanted the Full Court Trio to have its own existence on how significant it is. And by the grace of God, that would be, y'all will see something happen in 10 days.
Yeah.
You're going to see something we're going to talk about in 10 more days. I'm going to wait till it pan out. In 10 more days, or probably quicker, I'm going to give it to you straight up. And this going to shut up all of the narratives that's out here drawn about this network that has been built from the ground up. We ain't mad at nobody.
Nope.
We ain't upset at nobody. We want everybody to be successful in their endeavors. That's the whole thing about the players. Hey, we don't player hate, we congratulate over here. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that come in, man, and I appreciate y'all supporting my bro. You know what I mean? He a good dude. I say that always from always last year. We on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, KSAP. The baddest podcast on planet Earth. Yeah. We on Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, KSAP. The baddest podcast on planet Earth, baby.
That's a classic sound bite, man. That's a classic sound bite, man. It goes back to the summertime. Well, actually, it goes back to last year, man. A classic sound bite, man. But hey, guys, if y'all not following Steady Serving Sports ENT, I need y'all to go over there. Make sure y'all following ADP Art Creation. Drop your link in the chat, ADP. Make sure y'all following that. It's a good game between the Storm and the Wing right now. 63-61. It's a good game brewing. Storm back. Got 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I need y'all's girl to show face, man. I need Arike Umbawale to show face, man. 6 points. That's diabolical. Dejanay Carrington leading the charge, 20-7.
You know, that's my girl.
I don't know. I don't know what it is with See, that's what I'm saying, Raging Troy. The layup that was missed was egregious, but don't nobody want to talk about these other teams missing layups. I just don't understand. Yeah,
as if nobody misses layups but our girl.
Yeah,
as if.
Yeah. Reddick, go ahead and say that. Say that a little louder, Reddick. Say it a little louder. Arike Umbawale is what from the field? She's 3 of 10. Like, she is so I don't it's something that's got to be going on with Arike, man. And Paige ain't even there, so don't blame it on Paige getting in her way.
Don't say it's Paige now.
Arike got the ultimate green light for the team that is on the floor right now, and she is stinking it up. Now that's diabolical.
Yeah, that's diabolical. God damn. Woo.
That's diabolical, man.
That's crazy work.
Look, not for the week. It was an uncontested layup. And then the crazy thing about it is, Reddick, Carrington, at least she's shooting the ball.
She done made a 3 already, too.
Yeah. And she's not even a great 3-point shooter.
No. She doing everything. You know what? Dejanay, we waiting on you. We waiting on you, Dejanay. We know you coming home. You know.
And Alyssa Smith is the biggest chick out there, outside of Melisha Allen Hines, and she got 3 rebounds. That's diabolical.
Diabolical.
See, that's what I'm saying. These people are so inconsistent in the rebounding category. That's one thing about Angel. She's consistent, man.
Consistent every single night.
You might turn around and see Alyssa Smith have 8 boards, and then the next game you turn around and see her have 1. That is diabolical. Shout out to Reddick Milky Way for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
Enrique is 3 of 10, and AB had 1 rebound. Yeah. I think Enrique's injured. Okay. Carrington 2 of 3 from 3-point range.
She just missed another shot. That's crazy, bro.
3 of 11 for Enrique.
She just missed another shot.
Dejanay 2 of 3 from 3-point range.
I don't get it. I don't, boss. I don't,
man. Enrique she was that player.
You said that. I mean, you was like, bro, Claude, I understand what you said and how you broke it down. She averages 17.3 points, but you can't tell.
You can't tell.
You can't tell.
You can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's diabolical, man. But make sure, Bro Claude, you dropping a video tonight?
I'm dropping 2 videos tonight. I'm gonna do a live after the game. I gotta cover the whole W.
Okay. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go over there and support Steady Serving Sports ENT. He gonna do a live. What time your live kicking off?
At about 11. You know how I do it. About 11. I gotta get that work in. Can you hear me, boss?
I got you. I was reading something. Chinnick said Wednesday and Friday, please tap the paper plane icon and send this live chat to your friends who don't know about the excellent broadcast, man. I appreciate that, Chinnick.
Hey, appreciate you, Chinnick. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, Antoine Baker, King Pisces, Nathan, what's up? What's happening?
Said she smoked too much weed. Y'all diabolical. Yeah, but look. Make sure y'all go over there following Steady Serving Sports ENT. Put his link in the chat, ADP or one of my moderators. Put the link in the chat so y'all can go over there and follow him. And because he's gonna drop it, he's gonna go live after this, man. Because we're gonna wrap our time up and we're gonna pass it to Brother Claude. He's gonna entertain y'all for the rest of the evening.
Yes, sir.
He's on the D block tonight, so y'all go over there.
On Tuesday.
Yeah, make sure y'all go over there and mess with him. And also, Big Girl, you can go over there and crash out with Bro Claude tonight.
They say Enrique cannot.
Yeah. Shout out to my girl Paige, man. Paige became the newest moderator of the channel tonight. Bro Claude, give her a round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Here comes the money. Dollar.
Baby Paige.
She said Enrique cannot play team ball.
I don't know. She just that one-on-one player that gets in her head. And then, of course, with this new coach, she really not looking. She's not looking like herself.
Enrique missed another shot.
Dang. Diabolical case out. Tiffany Cole. Say Big Girl still not free. I don't know what happened. I ain't seen him.
Big Girl come around here talking about we was boring.
Oh,
but the numbers don't lie. I'm still holding that over our head, man.
Oh, Big Girl, I'm sorry.
Yeah, King Python Nation said I don't want to hear nobody else critiquing Angel's game, talking about getting me bounds and she's missing layups. I don't even want to use that word me bounds, man. Don't feed into that narrative, King Python. King Pisces, Nathan.
Yeah, King. Yeah, King. You already know though, King Pisces, Nathan, how they doing, whatever. Gabby came back. Gabby had twisted her ankle. She just warmed them up again.
Yeah.
She just warmed
they started to pull away from Dallas, man. I put this on Enrique. 3 of 12.
I mean,
she ain't nowhere to be found.
No, this is Alyssa Smith look horrible. Horrible.
But look, Enrique and them letting Gabby cook them. She came back from an ankle injury and she getting cooked.
Crazy work. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's gonna be my time for the night, guys. Man, I appreciate all the love and support.
Man, I appreciate you, boss. Thank you for letting me up on the panel.
Y'all make sure y'all go over there. Hold up. Shout out to Reddick Milkaway for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money.
She said, "Can Big Girl get a wrench?" Nah, Big Girl left the chat. She got to be in the chat to get a wrench. If she pops her face up right now, I'll give her a wrench. If she pops her face up right now, I will give Big Girl a wrench, and she will be free. She got 20 seconds.
Oh my God. What Big Girl at? She went to go cook brother K-Sap, you know already. She went to go cook some food.
Hey, I'm giving her.
She got to cook for them kids, man. You know, Big Girl got to make sure, you know what I mean, the salad and the other portions go with the rest of it. They be eating late down there with you.
Nah, she gonna be over there with you in a minute. Big Girl, your time is up. You didn't beat the buzzer. Big Girl that lost out on her wrench tonight.
Hey, Big Girl know what's happening. We all good around
King Pythes Nathan said we miss Lakeisha. I'm gonna have to take your wrench away from you. Don't come in here talking that stuff. I'm gonna have to take your wrench.
Don't do it.
Keisha not part of this show. She's part of the Full Court Trio. This is the Simply Ball Dropping podcast tonight. This ain't the Full Court Trio. Don't come in here pushing that narrative, or you get your wrench taken away from you.
King.
You see how they do? See what they do, bro, Claude?
Hey, you put it in the game though, boss. You can't be mad about it. You know, you put it in the game. She a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? You know, she on the yellow bus somewhere. She wouldn't even come up off the yellow bus. She wouldn't even get off the yellow bus. Oh my goodness. Skylar Diggins on the floor. She ain't been scoring nothing all game.
Yeah, King Pythes Nathan gonna get his wrench taken away from him. I better tell him to be careful, man.
Hey, I'm taking receipts on all.
Yeah. Hey, look, you heard what Denzel said.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Hey, y'all want me to be diabolical? I'll be diabolical.
Oh man.
Nah, King Pisces Nathan is a dude. He coming here talking about we missed Keisha. I don't want to hear that. Don't do that. This is my show. This ain't the Full Court Trio.
You say Keisha ain't nowhere to be found. It says connected fever 3 and 4, not 3 and 5. On the 3 on these. Okay, prediction for Saturday.
Let me get it.
Here comes the money.
Dollar.
Shout out to Ronnie Repass for the $5 super chat correction. Fever at 3 and 4, not 3 and 5. Or is these a May prediction for Saturday? That's my prediction for Saturday. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Ronnie. We got what you were saying. But for those, man, don't forget tomorrow, man. The Full Court Trio will be back tomorrow. You know, it's Wednesday. We gonna move the show up to 8 o'clock, man, or move it up to 8 o'clock. We don't want to go on the D block, man. We don't want to have y'all around too late, man. But now I got a flagrant one. Yeah. For those that wasn't on the Full Court Trio last night, this is what y'all miss. DJ, drop the beat.
Drop it. Wow.
Oh, you think it's a game, huh? Check it. Ball up. Oh, it's showtime. Let's go. Court trio. It's the full court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out the Keisha. She the queen. That's the sister. Got the bro Clyde. Glide through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene. Getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim. Matumbo. No, no, no. Not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast. Get your views up. I average a triple double. Sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal. Stutter step and cross you over. No look pass behind the back. You on the post. Money. Talk that talk. Just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings of the champs. That's legendary. The numbers don't lie. Valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane. Steam blast. Money. It's the full court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde. The sister Keisha, the queen. Duval, K-Sap. Y'all know what time it is. Introducing full court trio. We up 3-0. What's up? This is 3-peat. 3 in a row. It's the full court trio. We up 3-0. This the 3-peat. 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hey, K-Sap, King Paxton say, K-Sap, don't do me like that, brother.
See, that's how we applying pressure in these streets, man.
We applying pressure. Woo!
No, they said the full court trio. They said K-Sap in the post.
Oh,
we up 3-0. That's right. That's right, Van. We up 3-0.
Getting the rebounds, win championships, baby.
Said y'all bring that stuff in here, y'all get blocked like Matumbo. No, no, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh no, he spit on that one. He spit on that one, homeboy.
Yeah.
I'm about to go in. Look, I'm about to go in the lab.
Back in the lab.
I'm finna go do that players club.
Hey, yeah, Tulip, you heard the moderators got shout outs too. See, this is what we do. We give y'all shout outs on major tracks. Nah, we not changing this. It's the Vol makes guest appearances, man.
It's just
the Vol is almost like Jason Williams and Kendrick Perkins, man. They making appearances, man.
Yeah.
We can't change that, T. Carmelo.
No, sir.
Yeah, Chinook, they sweating out there.
No, sir.
That's right, Tulip. Tulip, I'm glad you caught that. What's up, Brooklyn?
What up, baby?
The moderators got a shout out in that hot track, man.
Yes, sir.
The moderators got shout out. Look, blocking everything at the rim like Matumbo. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Brooklyn 80s, baby. Y'all go over there, see my boy, see my brother. 80s, baby. What's up, baby?
He's a faithful guest appearance, man.
Oh, yeah.
He ain't gonna be on every show now.
Nah.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you get the residents, people that come in and say their take and get the hell out.
Duval one of the ones that came in, man. He go in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He go make him a cup of Kool-Aid. He go make him some Kool-Aid. And then he go on the couch. He start watching TV, then fall asleep.
Yeah, he got comfortable.
What up, Will?
That's why he got that little square. That's why he got that little square.
Hey, you be telling him, hey, Duval, get up off the couch, man.
Yeah.
God, dog. Dang.
Moderators, the sixth man. There you go, Chinook. Moderators are the sixth man.
Always.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer than y'all want to be held. I know Bro Claw gonna go live tonight. He gonna finish out the evening, man. So y'all make sure y'all go over there, support Bro Claw while he drops this fire live to y'all, man. I think, what time you gonna fire it up, Bro Claw?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, man. So y'all get on the D block, man, where y'all can hear him crash out. Because when y'all hear this, y'all know it's coming.
To my ears.
Yeah.
Yes,
so when y'all hear that coming, man. But look, I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate you, She Wins. Appreciate you, William. Appreciate you, Ronnie. The Vol has become a permanent fixture, like a towel rack. Nah, the towel rack can be taken down.
That towel rack can
the towel rack can be removed, man. It can be removed, man. But
Hey, he like the napkin.
Yeah. But look, like Van, I like how you said, I'll catch you on the next one. But you got to throw the deuces up, Van. I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces. But appreciate all the love and support, man. We're going to catch you on the next one.
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Deuces.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.